Hey folks, Eric here from DirtyLittleSneakers.com, and it's been a while since I've done a Bluetooth headphones for running review, so I'm going to pop back in with the JBL Reflect Flow wireless headphones. If you watch my channel, you know that when I do wireless headphones for running reviews, I look at a bunch of different categories. I look at type, whether they're over the ear, in the ear, true wireless, bone conductive, etc. So type, price, weight, phone call quality, battery life, sound isolation, the good, the bad, the ugly, if there is anything, and then I give you my general conclusion. So let's start with type. These are true wireless. Pop them out. You can see that go right in your ear. And as long as they're in my ear, let's talk about weight. They weigh up just about a half ounce. Completely not going to notice it. Weight is not going to be a factor at all here. Now, sound isolation on earbuds is something that is a little tough to really talk about because they're not going to be noise canceling. Sound isolation means how much of the ambient noise are you going to be able to get rid of and be able to really isolate the sound that you want to be hearing. And that's really going to depend on how well these gels, these silicone tips fit in your ear. You can see that they provide you with 3. So you get the one that comes on the headset and then you have 2 more to choose from. I found that it was great sound isolation because it fit really well into my ear, but that's because it fit my ear. Now keep in mind that when I am doing sound isolation testing, I do wear them when I commute. So I am wearing them on the subway in New York City, which I think is a great way to test whether you can hear ambient sound or not, because it's really loud in the subway. Price, these come in at $149, which is about what you would expect to pay for true wireless headphones these days. Battery life was great in these. You get 10 hours out of the earbud itself, and then with the case, you get another 2 full charges. So you get 30 hours of charge without having to put this, connect this to a power source. The only complaint that I would have here is that the case is just a little bit big to be carrying around with you. And it's not something that I'm going to want to take running, but as long as I have a full charge before, and even a half charge before I go out and run, I'll be able to run a full marathon without worrying about losing any battery power, or without draining the battery, I should say. I found the phone calls to be really good. There were no dropouts, and it was a stereo phone call, so I got it from either ear. I did a couple of conference calls for work through these, and there were no complaints on the other side. There were a lot of people talking over each other. I came through loud and clear, and I was able to hear everybody loud and clear, so no complaints on either side of the phone call. Let's talk about the good. Battery life is one of the things that I've already talked about. 30 hours, which is great, which means I don't have to connect it to an external power source for at least a week, which I love. I can just carry it around, throw it in my bag, pull it out. I can use it for commuting and for running, and it's not going to be a problem. They are IPX7 certified, which means that you can not only wear them when you're sweating bullets and wear them in a rainstorm, but if you actually drop them into a puddle that's up to 3 feet deep, they can stay in there for a half hour and pull them out, and you'll still be able to use them. I wouldn't go more than 30 minutes though. In fact, I wouldn't even go 30 minutes, but IPX7 says you're allowed to do that. Why you would want to, I don't know. One of the things that I really liked about this was the ambient wear and talk through modes. Now what this is if you hold the button on the left side for 2 seconds, you get what's called ambient wear talk through mode. And that means that you're able to still hear the music or podcast that you're listening to, but it's going to let in some of that ambient sound, which means you're going to be able to hear what's going on around you. And as a city dweller, I feel like that's a good option to have, especially if I'm commuting late at night and I want to make sure that I'm fully aware of what's going on around me. If I'm riding my bike, although I don't usually wear these kinds of headphones when I ride my bike, but if I find myself riding my bike, it's not going to be something that I'm going to be worried about some car sneaking up on me that I'm not going to know. And talk through means that I can have a conversation with you while I'm still listening to my music. I can't guarantee that I'm going to pay attention to what we're saying, but I'll be able to hear what you're saying, and I'll be able to have a conversation while I'm still listening to whatever I'm listening to. One of the things that I love about this is it has the quick charge. So if I'm down at battery 0 and I have forgotten to charge them to go out for my run, I pop them in for 15 minutes and I get an hour's worth of charge. So I'll be able to do my workout or my run and not have to sort of sit around for an hour waiting for it to charge. And it does charge from dead battery to full in a little under 2 hours. The bad? Well, there's really only one bad thing that I can say, and that is that it didn't have multi-point connection. What does that mean? That means that if I have it connected to my phone, it's only going to be connected to my phone. I'd have to disconnect it to my phone before I connect it to my computer. So if I wanted to use this as a commuting and as a running headset, I would have to manually disconnect it from one of the devices and connect it to the other in between the commute and sitting at the office, or the sitting at the office and then going for a run. 2 thumbs up. Great job, JBL. Thank you so much for sending these to me. I did not buy these, but this is not a sponsored video. These opinions are mine and mine alone. So, but JBL did send me these for free. Just want to be upfront about that. So that's about it, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this video, smash that like button below. Get it up in the YouTube algorithm a little bit more. If you like gear reviews, race reviews, or anything endurance sports related, I'm your guy. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so you get notified when I put new videos up just about every week or so. And if you've missed it, please make sure that you see my hacks on the New York City Marathon. I have a whole series on that, and I will link those below too. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.